Hey guys. Hey guys. Welcome to another episode of Hello World with your girl Joy from Be the Difference Clothing. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing fine. I hope today was exceptionally great for you. And if it wasn't, I hope by the end of this evening it'll be way better because you deserve it. We all deserve it. We all deserve to have the finer things in life, don't you think? So I'm gonna quickly just check to see if I'm buffering. Oh, mm-hmm. Let's see about that. Nope, no buffering. Everything looks good. Hey, Dr. Jess, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. I hope you had a good day. Ooh, we have a member. We have a member, and it's Dr. Jazz, and it's Reborn Artist Life, and it's Jazzy Nicole. Hey guys, how are you? I hope you guys are doing well. Um, Reborn, I was just thinking about you because I ain't see you all at all on these streets. Nowhere to be found. And I didn't even see you in Big O. I haven't even seen you there either. So I'm glad that you are around. I know you're probably working because you're about to go on vacation very soon. So you probably got to get that all in, everything squared away. Busy times for everybody, right? Yes. So let me tell you guys how my day went. So I woke up this morning. And I had every intention on going to the gym. It was in my heart, it was in my soul. Then my tummy was hurting. And then I said, no. And then I just went to lay back down for a little bit longer. Of course, when I woke up, I was like, man, I wish I just went anyway. Because I look at it this way. I'm like, dang, I never get to sleep and I'm always waking up early. All of the excuses to not do something that would benefit me in the long run. How many of us do that? Always have an excuse, and then in the long run, it would have benefited you. So I said, well, I can go tomorrow, but tomorrow I do have to get up early tomorrow. So I guess I'll just, get up early. Hey, Foodie. Hey, Pooh. How are you, Pooh? What's going on? Long time. Good to see you, Foodie. So I really wish I made the extra effort to go ahead and go to the gym regardless of how I was like, oh, but I don't get to go. Whatever. How many times do I get another day? How many times do I get, what's today's date? Oh, how many times will I get September 26, 2020? Never. So I should have just pushed myself to go to the gym anyway. Think of that way. Think of that same kind of mindset when you put off things that really could have benefited you in the long run. Hey, April, what's going on? How are you? Good. It's good to see everybody. So it could have benefited me in the long run, but I decided to take the lower route and just go back to sleep, which I could have done after the gym. Think about it, guys. So then that happened, and then I did some running around. I had to go and pack because I have an event tomorrow. Yay! The first event since March. The first event since March. Hopefully, it doesn't get canceled. And let me tell you what, when I was going to pack up, I saw an event going. I felt some kind of way. I was like, I really felt some kind of way because I was like, how is this event going on so close to home? And I didn't even know about it. And it was a ton of vendors out there. I was like, dang, like I almost did what some vendors do. Who's in charge instead of supporting the person that you want, the person's booth that you went up to? Instead of supporting them, you're wondering for your own self who's in charge so you can now get in the mix of things. So I was just like, dang, how did I not know that close to home that there was an event going on? Everybody speaking to each other. I couldn't believe it. So I felt I was in my feelings a little bit. I was in my feelings for a little bit. And then I said, you know what? Maybe it wasn't meant for me to be there. There is another event in October that I can go to as well. And it's also close to home. And um, I just have to pay for it. And then the only thing that I'm delaying about paying for it is because I'm trying to see if I can get help to go. But you know what? I know how to do events by myself. And tomorrow I'm going to vlog about how you can do an event by yourself if you have no help. Oh, look at that. Light. Playing around with the lights. So I'll be vlogging about that. And hopefully you guys will find that of interest and watch it and such. And so that was pretty much what I did today. Um, so guys, I was in my feelings. Like for real, like who's doing this? The only thing I could think of it was that the business that kind of partially shuts down the street, I believe it's the bar. I think the bar is who put the vendors together. I swear last week when I drove by, I was like, dang, it'd be nice if they had vendors. And then this week they have vendors. So I was like, all right, whatever. So tomorrow's event, I hope it goes well because I only found out that it was happening on Tuesday. So I don't know. We'll see if people even come to it. And you know what? It doesn't matter how many people actually come or go to these events. You can go to an event that has like 60,000 people in it. I've been to those kinds of events and have no sales or very limited sales. You can go to an event that has 20 people in it and you can have 30 sales. I remember there was an event that I was speaking at and this woman was like, oh my goodness, I love inspiration. Before the event even started, she bought 10 items. Didn't bat an eye. Did not bat an eye. Just bought 10 items. And that whole event literally only had maybe 30 people tops. So before the event even started, I sold 10 items. And then after the event started, other people started buying too. So I was just like, ooh, if everybody could be like, get your 10 items. It was good. Hey, Minister of Music, we have a member. We have a member. And it's Minister of Music, Terrence Towers. Trower. It's not Towers, it's Trower. Sorry about that. I've been saying your name wrong all this time. I'm so sorry. So guys, that goes to say, it doesn't matter the amount. It's why I always talk about, don't worry about your numbers on any platform, whether it be YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I know overall it looks good when you have a ton of numbers going on, but are those numbers just numbers or are they quality? Are they going to yield some type of fruit or are they just going to take up room? Now, aren't we tired of people and things taking up room when you can get quality and the quality could possibly just be one or two? Or the numbers will be that low and you still get quality? So I know the numbers are there primarily because it's a tracking system for the computers. Right? But we're not computers, guys. We're human. And until we start recognizing that in our humanness, we need to have human interaction in order for us to feel good about ourselves, regardless of the amount of humans that are in our life, then that makes all the difference. I know of a former coworker of mine, and they had one child or so. They had one child, and that one child is just married. And I'm sure the quality of their life is amazing just with having their spouse alone. See, versus imagine if you had a bunch of people around you, a bunch of friends and other family members and other relatives just around you, but you still have that looming air of missing your partner or your relationship. You know what I mean? Your spouse. You're missing your spouse, your husband, your wife. That's what I mean. Missing those pieces, even though you're surrounded by amazingness, the quality isn't the same. But imagine if you can get the overflow of having the whole thing. the whole family thing, your kids, your husband, your wife, and still have all your relatives around and everybody's moderately okay with each other. Imagine that. So I want to backtrack and tell you guys to find it however you can, find your inspiration, however you can, find your sense and center of happiness, however you can, and wherever you can. Doesn't mean that you have to be the most popular, because honestly, being the most popular doesn't really constitute love. Being the most popular means that just a bunch of numbers surrounding you that may not even have a value. So what would you prefer, having a value or numbers? And it's quite all right if you decide just numbers and not value. It's quite all right, because guess what? We were born to have a free will to choose whatever we want to do with our lives. So I'm not knocking anyone for choosing whatever they would decide to choose. You may wonder and question, but it's not your right to make a decision for another person either way or not. But as long as we're making decisions that make sense to our life, that's when it's good. When it doesn't make sense, it's when you need to sit back, reevaluate, assess, and then find it. Find whatever it is that's going to make the value of your life good. Whether it be a surrounding of a million or a surrounding of a few. It's really up to you. Oh, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and turn on your notification bells. If you can, give me a thumbs up or down, whichever you feel like doing is fine by me, because here I be the difference. And hello world, your free will is of the utmost importance and respected, regardless of whatever you choose. Although, if someone asks you why you choose a certain thing or not, you should have an answer, because we all should be able to have an answer. Because guess what? There's going to come a time when you're going to want to answer and somebody's going to be like, nope, refuse. And guess where that's going to leave you? Lingering. It's always just going to be a looming thing over your head like, well, what would... And then you'll cover it up with, well, I don't care. So now you got weighted looming. I don't care. It don't matter to me. It does matter. If you have a beating heart, it always matters, regardless of whether you want to admit it or not. So find it. Find whatever words you have to say. Find whatever happiness you need. Find whatever is going to work in your business life, in your financial life. Which reminds me, when I get off of here, I need to start purchasing that stuff that I was telling you. Reinvesting, remember? If you guys were here not too long ago, I was getting on myself for not investing. Oh yeah, because I did the update to the money challenge. And then it was some things that I wanted to invest in, and I sidetracked myself, and I didn't. And it's been months before I sidetracked myself, and I was only thinking about where I would be now if I didn't. Be much further. So get your notebooks out, write down your goals every day. Hey, J-Dog, what's going on? J-Dog in his house. Hi, sweet ambience. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. And you know what? I've been trying to invest since like 3 days ago, and I just never did. I'm writing it down, so now I can't forget. I won't forget because it's now written down. So write down. Find whatever you need to do to write down the things that you want to accomplish each day. Find it. And you know what? That gives us a reason to start thinking more instead of just doing. How many of us do just to do and don't have any reasoning behind it, or thinking like, well, what the outcome could be, what good or bad can happen if you continue to do or not do. How many times do we weigh out the things before we actually do? See, like if we started to weigh things a little bit more, you would start rhythmically flowing like this. And guess what? When you rhythmically flow like this, you see how much closer balance is when you're just flowing with the rhythm. There's a little bit more balance. But if you start falling off, you either have to try to catch up and you'll still be like this. That is the weight of the burdens that some of us carry. Broken friendships, broken relationships, broken family ships, broken mindset, broken spirit. But when we start to lay things out like, ooh, before I do this, yes, it's very important to think things through. Because guess what? That's a lot of the times what we don't do. Just like we don't try to plan a lot of things in our lives. We just do. Not saying plan like, ooh, in the next 5 years. It's nice to have a foreshadow of things, but plan each day. If I eat healthy today, how will my body be positively affected tomorrow? How will the quality of my life be for my husband or my wife if by just me eating healthy today, less of a chance of them having to take care of me at our age of being maybe youthful? Starts to make a little sense now, right? Oh, just buy a meal? Yes, buy a meal, because guess what? That one meal turns into 20 and then turns into all the time. I'm only going to have a fast food sandwich today. That's it. I'm going to pack it all on. Oh, but that thing tastes so good. I'm going to just do it tomorrow. I just had a taste for it. When I have a taste for something, I got to indulge. Oh, I feel like having Taco Bell today. Maybe I'll have some McDonald's for lunch because I had the Taco Bell breakfast and it's only like $2.99 just for a burger. What's a burger going to do? But 6 months later, cholesterol's high. I don't know why. I eat at home, just that one meal. I do eat at home. And then little do you know, maybe the onset of something else that was looming in your body. Bam. All because of fast food, all because of a burger? Think it through. We all by now should know how things affect us and, maybe how things don't affect us. Maybe you should know that by now. I don't know how old everybody is. I don't even know how old I am. But I do know that I'm trying to be more conscious and more aware of the very steps that I take because I know somebody's going to be affected by it. That's me personally doing it. And you see, like, well, dang, that's real. It takes a lot of discipline. Yeah, well, maybe if we all disciplined ourselves a little bit more, humanity wouldn't be what other people say it is. And it wouldn't be just a few people against a ton of negative, well, it's not going to happen. It can't happen. It can't happen. But at some point in time, it used to be what better. It used to be better. People used to care about each other's feelings. You would never dare disrespect an elder. But now I see people just cussing people out for no reason. Like the younger ones just cursing someone who is way older than them out. I'm just like, wow. Oh, but you say, but the parents, but guess what? Maybe if the parents or parent at that time started thinking more, depending on how old they were, depending on their temperament, maybe they would have thought more about, well, if I bring a seed into this world, if I create another human being into this world, how will I manage being able to parent to the best of my ability so that they have a better outcome with their life? That's that balance right there. But yeah, the body and the flesh be taking over. Yo, find it. Find a reason why you want to slow down. and think things through. Find a reason why. Even if it's the most small reason, you never know. That smallest reason might be the biggest victory for the world or even for yourself. Hey, Ron, how are you? Lovely. How are you? My bandage is in his house. What up, Purple? Hi, Marlies. How are you? Good to see you. You on bed rest, so no fast food? Oh, snap. Hey, Binge Thinker. Oh, my goodness. I haven't seen you in a long time. You been looking for me? Girl, I think there's only one Be the Difference clothing on the YouTube Nation. Isn't that crazy? What up, Destination Destiny? How are you? Good to see you, too. I'm on here early because Stephanie 50 and Climbing is going to be doing an interview over on DC Kool-Aid's channel, DC Kool-Aid and Lisa's channel. So when I saw her post that, I was like, dang, Steph. So I was like, all right, let me just go on earlier because I want to support her. You know, we have to support each other. And I'm always here every night. Well, I'm always here every day. Oh, snap. Any advice for getting strength back in your body? Maybe holistically, maybe you could seek out a holistic doctor. Maybe they can come up with some good health remedies that will help the cells in your body to regenerate and be more strong. And also the mind is something very important. Y'all think that we need a heart. But if there's no brain activity, no matter how much the heart beats, if there's no brain activity, you're dead, right? Because they could put a respirator on you and your heart can beat as long as that respirator is on. But if there's no brain activity, so strengthen your mind. That's a big thing, I think. Strengthen your mind. Feed it with something positive. Feed it with, okay, let me use my words a little bit more precise. Feed your mind with something that's going to want it to live. Right? Because when I say positive, people may throw that like, oh, she's talking about that. No, feed your mind with something that's going to want it to make it live. I.e., maybe just starting a new project. That definitely brings up something like, oh, because you get excited. Like, oh, I'm about to do this. How do I find out how to start this? When you feed your mind with something good, you're going to want to go on. If you feed your mind with defeat, you're not going to want to go on. You're not going to want to go on if you continuously feed your mind with my body's ailing. It's never going to be good. Feed your mind with, okay, my body may not be good. My body may be ailing. That may be true. Guess what? Everybody's body is ailing, failing every single day. Every single last one of us is one big toe away from the grave. All of us. Some have more visible things than others. But if we feed our mind with something that's going to give some nutrients to our brain, that's life right there. So feed your mind with something that's going to make it burst with new ideas, new visions. I don't know. That's just a thought for me. I just know that anytime I start to entertain the things that I don't have or the things that I feel are not fair or anything of that nature, I get down. And it's not good for me to be down. What's the point of being down when there's so many hours in a day that I'm never going to get back? So I pick myself back up and think of something that's going to make that thing want to thrive. So I would suggest maybe trying that, Marley. Can only handle one B. Be positive, always move and listen to your body or I wouldn't be here. I know that's right. What up, Gigi? How are you? I've got to go now. I've got to get some sleep, praying this thing goes away. All right, Marley, thank you for stopping in. I hope we were of some assistance. to you. Octavia, hey. Oh, love, like, if you're still here, I emailed you, so please check your email if you haven't done so yet. 25 minutes. Dang. I swear, y'all, when I talk, like, and I'm here, I always think, like, okay, yes, I probably got like a whole hour in. I need to hurry up. Look, it'd be like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Time does not move fast when you got to be talking. So let me ask you guys a question, and please answer. Dis-ease is the reproductive area sometimes mean an unfulfilled desire, birth it. Yes, binge. That's what I'm saying. Binge thinker. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here, binge thinker, because that binge thinker will make you think. Let me ask you guys a question. What else would you like to see Hello World be doing? What would you like to see Hello World do? I mean, I think I'm going to do a little bit more open panels next week. I think I'll do that. I think I'll do more open panels next week. So be around and don't be shy to come up here. You can come up as an avatar, but before you come up in the background, I need to see your face because there are too many things going on the StreamYards where people are stealing other people's avatar, and then when you're live, you end up, things happen that really shouldn't happen. So you can come on as an avatar, but before then, I need to see your face for like a good 10 seconds that I know it's actively you, and then you can come up. But what would y'all want to see? Dang, I'm so glad to see y'all. It's like I haven't seen Binge Thinker in months. It's been a long time. Yep, and Binge Thinker, it would be hard to find you too because if you don't post a lot. What up, Animal Lover? How are you? If you don't post a lot, it'll be really hard to find your channel as well. I know you, Jazz, but let me tell you, one time it was somebody that was in the chat, and their avatar was up, and I was like, "Oh snap, that's my homie right there." I brought them up, and I think before YouTube, because it's a delay between there is a delay between StreamYard and YouTube. Once I brought them up, it was like pornographic stuff. And I was like, dang, yo. But that was because it was just an avatar. I didn't see the person's face. So somebody did that. I'm not having a good day. Your mom got sick of all the sun. Oh, I'm sorry, Animal Lover. Is there anything that we could do to help? I wasn't having a good day either. That makes you feel better. But I'm sorry about your mom, Animal Lover. No, Jazz, it's all right. It's all right. I live far away, so I can't do anything. Oh. Can you talk to her? Is she able to talk? That's so hard. I'm so sorry. I hope maybe she's able to talk. So at least you can have a conversation over the phone with her. Oh, she is coherent. Okay, so call her. Call her so she can hear her face. Yeah, I mean, not her face. Call her so she can hear your voice. I think sometimes that's what changes a lot of people's diagnosis. When they hear, like, I'm gonna tell y'all a real life story that I don't have, like, for real, like, I don't know if it's true, but I feel like I went to go visit a relative, and they really were just, seemed like they just wanted to give up. But after I left them, and I talked to them, I was throwing out the real, like, yo, you got too much to be thankful for. I went and visited them the other day, and they are just like how they used to be when I knew them. So maybe it's a long shot, but you just never know. Try to call her. I'm waiting for your sister to call. She is with her now. She's an infection in her blood and her belly. Yeah, please call her. That's going to make you feel so much better. That'll definitely make you feel so much better. And I know it's going to make her feel so much better too, just to hear your voice. Especially if she hasn't heard your voice in a long time. I know that's going to make her feel good because it's something about that human interaction. And I live by that, y'all. It's something about that human interaction that always make things a lot better than when it was. So, yes, I hope that your sister come on and get on that phone. Maybe you can even FaceTime her, whatever. Yeah. Besides all of that other, besides the diagnosis, that human interaction, that's all that really matters. Mhm. You haven't talked to your sister in 10 years? Lord. So, do you have her phone number? All right, Love Blake, I'll check it in a little. You haven't talked to her in 10 years. Oh my goodness. Is there any way else you can get a hold of your mom? Because you have to, like, now is the most important time. And she better not be she better not try to prevent you from talking to her. Please. Like, all right. So we're going to hope and wish and pray. I don't know what you believe in, but that your sister will have a tender heart that if you reach out to her, she will pick up the phone and allow you to talk to your mother. Okay.
Hello, world.
Oh, snap. That's my friend. I gotta talk to her a little later.
Yes. Hello.
And let me tell y'all another thing too. Hey Jennifer, how are you? My friend Jen, she watches and supports Be the Difference all the time. Y'all, I literally haven't spoken to her in 3 weeks. And it was only between yesterday and today. I was like, yo, I'm a bad friend. Like, it's been weeks, regardless of whether she reached out to me first or not. It's been weeks since I've actually reached out to speak to her. What kind of friend is that? So we finally spoke this morning. That was her calling back. All right, Reborn. Yeah, animal lover, you gotta talk to your mom. Like physically, verbally talk to her. I think that's gonna make her feel so good. Yup, I feel like it will. That's true. Purple, you crazy. You better hold on to him, regardless of how crazy he is. Because guess what? When we take our last breaths of this life, I think we may get tormented. That's probably why it's painful. We may get tormented by the things we didn't do that would have made our lives happier. I mean, maybe it's just all guessing. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure we get some thoughts and glimpses of things. So hold on to your friend. Unless he does something violent to you and your family, then just hold on to him. Maybe you might need to keep your 50,000 feet away, but it's not hard. I go weeks without talking to my bestie. Then I call him and be like, I got some tea for you. Oh, he'd be like, what's the tea, girl? That's good. Hey, Tina, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome to Hello World. We over here trying to support Animal Lover. I truly do. In my heart, I really do hope that somehow you get to physically speak to your mom. For real, for real. I really do. Because it's going to make you feel better. Your mom's going to feel better. Everybody's just going to feel better. That's how I feel. Nah, he harmless. Go come back soon. I'm super happy. Wait, so he didn't come back yet? He's still in LA. Whatever it is that lasted 10 years is gone. You take the first step, love, to talk to your mom. Yes, animal lover. Mm-hmm. And let me tell you, it's a hard pill to swallow. It is a very hard pill to swallow. But I've done it from occasions. Some occasions I've done it where I vowed never to talk to a person again. And then somehow I said, well, Joy, you have to do it. Not for anyone else, but for yourself. and for the progression of humanity. Yes, I've cursed myself with being this wannabe, being this whole, the world could be a better place. I've cursed myself with that logic, and I don't know, I have to live by it too, right? So it's a painful pill, trust me. You got to break down and listen to somebody who wants to apologize for something that they broke and tore your heart down with. It's painful, but if it means that it's going to make a whole lot of things a lot better, including your situation, swallow that pill and just do it. Like I said, I'm speaking from experience. Will I still have an attitude about it in the beginning? Yes. But the long run, things can get better. Hey, Life with Aura, how are you? But I love it too much to not contact. I felt the same way about some of my family, or one family member in particular. And yet through all of the things, I still have, a little piece of humanity in me. won't let that situation just completely drown out. I guess Animal Lover must be talking to her family now, so because she hasn't written anything since. I'm glad you're doing good, Life with Aura. I'm glad. It's good to see you. Y'all, sometimes we do need to just break down and just let that little pride crumble and do what we got to do if it means it's going to be something great in the long run. It's hard words, but it's possible. A little piece of humanity is good. Yes, it is. And that's all we need, y'all. If we all have just a little tiny piece of humanity, that life is going to be good, and that we don't want to give up on humans. We could do it. Hey, Jaden, we have a member. We have a member, and it's Jaden Show. Good to see you. Family can be hard. Family can be hard. Friends can be hard. Your husband, your wife can be hard. Your children can be hard. Communication can be hard. But we got to do it. We have to. Well, y'all, it's 37 minutes. And y'all know, and it's after 7. So I want to go and check out Stephanie's interview. But I hope, guys, and I'm talking to myself as well, I hope that we continuously find the courage to do what we have to do, even if it means you may think you look foolish, but you're not. Because most of the times we think we're going to look foolish, but that's only our mind saying that. But let's get some wholeness back. Let's get the wholeness back, because it's possible. This beating heart right here, all it wants is love. Every single last one of us wants love. We want love, all of us. Even if sometimes you just got to forgive and go. But that needs to beat with love, so that you can then continuously produce love and breathe love and speak love. Hey, Viology, what's going on? How are you? I'm about to get out of here. Hey, James Money. It's good to see you guys. Never, ever forget that you are beautiful. You are amazing. There is no mistake about you at all. I don't care how good, bad, ugly, or indifferent, or evil, or mean things may have been in your life. As long as you're willing to do better, that's when it matters. When you want to do better, please have that heart of wanting to do better, because it's going to benefit humanity in general. Because when we flow with love, we move with love. When we move with love, we speak with love. When we speak with love, other people feel that love. Other people feel that love, and then they project that love. When you project your love, other people feel that love. When you project your love, other people feel that love. When you project your love, other people feel that love. When you project your love, it comes back. When you project, it comes back. It always comes back the way you give it out. So please, never give up on how beautiful and how necessary you are. If you ever want to get to know anything more about me, Be the Difference, or my company, actually, let me rephrase that. If you ever want to get to know more about Be the Difference clothing, go to www.bethedifferencellc.com. There's t-shirts, there's books, there are onesies, there are socks. There's a little bit of everything in there that's made and has been invested to help you feel like never giving up and getting that extra encouragement and that extra inspiration to keep on moving and keep on believing that if this little girl can think that humanity can be better, so can you. No matter how bad things may seem, they always end up turning out. I appreciate you guys giving me a little bit of your time each and every day. And I hope that the rest of your evening is as amazing as today may have been for you. Animal lover, if you're still there, I'm still wishing nothing but the very best for the outcome of you getting to speak to your mama. And I hope that your family, the unit itself, gets strengthened. And that goes for anyone else that may be going through something similar that hasn't mentioned anything. Same for you. I want nothing but the best for everybody. So until we meet again, my name is Joy from Be the Difference Clothing. Ooh, 41 minutes. Jeez. And I'm signing out on another episode of Hello World.